Welcome to the middle of nowhere hurricane video. Middle of nowhere, folks. It's your pal Earl. One extra ounce. I didn't even have to ask them. They saw me coming, I guess, and get the extra ounce cans out for Earl, and for that I thank them. All right, we are unlikely to be disturbed out here except by these really big mice. They're not squirrels. I've seen squirrels. These are something else, and what appears to be caribou, but it's probably a really mangy looking deer. And it looks like elk too. There's scat everywhere. So enjoy this hurricane. So this week's kind of been unfortunate. I don't know if you can make out my... Freeze it! Did you freeze that? Let's do it again. Freeze it! You see how icky my pants legs are? So this swamp right here, I thought, well, you know, the water is like where the river hits, the river goes through, the water looks like a couple feet deep. And I'm like, well, the swamp looks like less than a foot deep. So I'm gonna go across the swamp, but the swamp is full of red dye, like tannin or something like that. So now my shoes and the bottoms of my pant legs have been dyed by nature. And I don't mind, I just know someone else is gonna mind. Hurricane. All right, speaking of minding, Mikey Reese, I believe, was like, hey man, you act the way you do and no one's gonna wanna talk to you. That's true, Mikey. The things I do and the things I say make people not want to talk to me. The things I don't do and the things I don't say make people not want to talk to me. But here's the thing. Some people might want to listen, and some people might just want to see. And so, like, they might want to listen to Buddhist Earl, or they might want to listen to Cowboy Earl. They might want to listen to the Diplomat Earl, or the antagonist, argumentist. Argumentist. I don't know, I just might have made that up. The guy that sets boundaries, you know, for himself, and expects other people to respect that. But now I'm not shocked when they don't. But yeah, man, it's like, basically, I'm not trying to displease people, but I am trying to be me. And frankly, if you're going to be a human being, you're going to stink like muck. You're going to knock stuff over accidentally. You're going to say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing. So I guess it's just about intention, Mikey. I mean, what are my intentions? Mostly good. 60%. Hurricane. Actually, we might walk around a little bit. This is so great. Look at this. So this is where this swamp fills up, and it pushes all these logs to the side. And there's like bones and things. I think there's a bone right here. So Florida 32 Ounce is putting together a pipe manufacturing business in his garage. I'm really excited about that. I want to get one of his pipes when he makes one. And also, Florida, what up, by the way? It's your pal Earl. I hope you might look at using some bone for the pipe stem, because that pipe stem, that bone over there, would make a great pipe stem. It's so long and lightweight. I don't know how you would attach it, but I'm sure you're clever. You'd figure something out. What else? It's been a nice week off. Actually, Akilo was going nuts because he's used to like 4 hours of exercise every day. And so in the morning, this morning, he was breathing in and then whining, and then breathing in and then whining. It was really maddening. And that was, oh, poor little bird. Little bird met its doom. And he was getting an hour's walk every day, but it wasn't enough. Like, he needs the full, you know, mental, physical stimulation. I mean, we all do. And the thing was, like, I was recovering from work and I read some great books. Books leads me to Mr. Met 40 Ounce. Mr. Met, I got a couple books on from Ron Paul, and I just started the first one, and he's talking about non-interference with other countries, and I like that idea basically, though I do believe in strengthening your neighbors. Like, your interaction with me should strengthen my neighbors. Oh, look at this. That's cool. But I don't know, I'll read more into it. And actually, there's also a lot of reference material to that. I'm interested in community, and I'm interested in, I'm as an amateur in politics and the global arena. I'm really surprised at some people who run countries. Really surprised at who pulls that off. I was really interested in there's a couple countries around the world that are being referred to as failed states, and there's one country that has never had, I think in Africa, that has never had a president go its full term, ever. I think the full term is 4 years, and no one's ever done it. I think I'd like to give that a try. Normally I don't like Hurricane, because it has that kind of nail polish taste to it. But the malt liquor in the major stores has taken a major hit. And I've written letters, and I know like a bunch of other people who have as well, and contacted folks, and really it's too bad. The answer is too bad. That we are gonna do what make us money, and making sure you can get drunk for $2 is not our priority. Some bitches. But I actually woke up, oddly enough. You're gonna think this is weird, but I woke up in the middle of the night thinking about the Support Malt Liquor Facebook group, and I wonder what actual effect Support Malt Liquor Facebook group has. Does it have any weight? Does it do anything? Can it change anything? Is it capable of such a thing? And if not, then what is it for? It's just like a hobbyist forum, I guess. Like we're all into motorbikes, and we all just post pictures of our motorbikes. I can't. My flathead developed a dome, so how do I get my flathead back? Now I got a dome head. Like, oh, let's talk about how you get your flathead back. Terrible when the dome forms. Anyway, I was also thinking back when Machete got on there and was just tearing people a new one, and Odeed was trying to calm him down. God, I love it so. Alright, now we're at the finale. My dog's kind of vanished into these trees behind me. Oh, there he is. Hey, Keela, let's go back this way, bud. Keela, going this way. Alright, so what should be the finale? Oh, special apology to GHSL TV. I don't know if I have that right. Anticorp. I think I mentioned this in another video, or at least I mentioned it in the comments, that the YouTube thing has, oh, that got me another one. Okay, two things I want to say. I watched a bunch of Anticorp's videos on Just Play, so it just starts going through them all, and I really, really enjoyed myself. That was some really good entertainment. And I think why I didn't get into it, and I don't mean this as criticism, it's just from my perspective. Like, for instance, I don't like horror movies. So someone could make a really great horror movie, and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. What I really mean is, that's not how I enjoy myself. Because sometimes when I think a malt liquor video or whatever is a little bit too much of a performance, I like performance, mind you. I'm apologizing for myself. Anyway, I think that's why I didn't get on the whole GTV thing, because it seemed a little performance oriented. But some people are just characters. I think Anticorp's a character. I think you're a character, sir. And I got that after watching like 6 or 7 videos in a row. That's what time I have to spend. I do, sometimes. Oh, and the last thing. The Weasel, for the very first time since his entering into YouTube, was helpful to somebody. To me. That's all how I judge things. Is, how is this helpful to me? You could put plus in the comments and write someone's name, just like you could tag somebody in Facebook. That is so great, and I could see that really being abused. But I think that is really helpful. So, if you've made it this far in the video, if you see anything that you think I might be interested in, would you tag me in the comment of the video so my attention will be drawn that way? You know who this would be really helpful to is Etor88. He's always wanting me to watch his videos. You're always wanting me to watch your videos, bro. So maybe if you think that there's a particular video that you think that I should be watching, you could tag me in the comment. That will draw my attention to your video, and I'll watch it and tell you if I think it's too much of a performance for me or not. All right, let's finish this. That was too much that I had to say, but God, I just got so much to say. Hurricane. Oh man, I gotta get off this before I drink it. Squatting down and standing up gave me a bit of a spinning head. All right, here we go. That was delicious.